Alright, so Judge 15 shows Samson spiraling deeper into a personal war with the Philistines. He becomes a lone avenger, using both brute strength and clever tactics, but his violence is personal, not yet spiritual leadership, okay? The first part of this chapter covers Samson learns his wife was given away. Samson goes to visit his Philistine wife with a gift, a young goat. Her father says, I thought you hated her, so I gave her to your best man. He even offers her younger sister as a replacement. Samson replies, this time I have a right to get even with the Philistines. I would really harm them. His response is emotional, not strategic. It's all personal vengeance, okay? Vengeance. So the second part of the chapter covers Samson burns their crops. In one of the most creative acts of sabotage in the Bible, he catches 300 foxes, ties them in pairs with torches, and sets them loose in the Philistines' grain fields. This destroys their food supply, standing grain vineyards and olive groves. Okay, groves, olive groves. So the third part of the chapter covers the Philistines retaliate. When they find out why their crops were burned, they burn Samson's wife and her father alive. Oh, that's terrible. Enraged, Samson strikes back and slaughters many of them. And then he hides. Then he hides in a cave at Eton. Yeah. The violence escalates quickly, with each side taking harsher revenge. So the fourth part of the chapter covers Judah tries to hand him over. So the Philistines invade Judah looking for Samson. 3,000 men of Judah come to Samson and say, don't you realize the Philistines rule over us? They want to hand him over to avoid conflict, okay? And Samson agrees, but makes them promise. Swear to me that you won't kill me. Swear to me that you won't kill me yourselves. They bind him with ropes and hand him over, okay? So the fifth part of the chapter covers Samson slaughters 1,000 with a jawbone. When the Philistines rush him, the Spirit of the Lord comes powerfully, the ropes snap. Samson finds a fresh donkey jawbone and kills 1,000 men with it. He then makes a word play. With a donkey jawbone. With a donkey jawbone, I made donkeys of them. In Hebrew, the words for donkey and heap sound alike, okay? So this moment cements his status as a legendary warrior, but still he fights alone. So the sixth part of the chapter, God provides water. After battle, Samson is exhausted and thirsty. He cries to God, you gave me this victory. Must I now die of thirst? God miraculously splits open a hollow place and water flows out. It's one of the few times Samson prays sincerely and God responds, okay? So what are the key lessons from this chapter, the Judge 15? The first one is personal revenge breeds more violence. Samson fights alone and escalates conflict, not because of justice but rage. Second, God can use flawed efforts for his purposes. Even though Samson acts selfishly, God still uses him to awaken the Philistines. Third lesson, Samson still depends on God, even if reluctantly. After fighting, he knows he still needs God's help to survive, okay? And the fourth lesson is God's spirit doesn't override character, okay? Samson has divine strength, but not divine wisdom. He's powerful, but unpredictable. So this chapter, Samson acts like a lone wolf, not a judge over Israel. His victories are impressive, but driven by personal offense, not national salvation. Yet, even in the chaos, God is working, turning Samson's wide strength into pressure against Israel oppressors, okay? So don't forget to hit the like button and drop a comment here if you enjoyed this video, and I see you on the next one.